Hello everyone, welcome to Big E Factory. I'm Eva. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to paint on a 3D model, a mug. To follow along, please go to the description of this video and find a download link. Download the file and save it first. Now, I am using a Windows desktop. I found that iCloud is the best option to save the model and import it to Procreate. So first, let's locate the model on my desktop. So this is my iCloud drive. I have saved my model in this folder, Mug Project. And we're going to work on the first one, Mug Horizontal Design. Now let's switch to my iPad screen and go to the file folder on my iPad. I also have other cloud drive on my iPad, Box Drive, OneDrive, and Google Drive. And iCloud Drive is the fastest and easiest for me. And my mug project is saved in this folder, mug project. And the first one is the one I want to work on today, mug horizontal design. So let's click that. After that, you have AR option and object option. You can explore around how the AR works, but right now I'm just going to hit object. I always like to check the USDZ file using the object function. Spin around, rotate around, take a look at the model to see if it functions well. It looks pretty good. Let's hit the share button on the top right. And let's choose Procreate. After that, your model should be imported to Procreate. If you don't see your model, a screen like mine, possibly you close your Procreate in your last artwork session with another canvas. You can actually just go to library, go to gallery, and then the last document should be the one you just imported. You can use two fingers to zoom in and out, move around, or one finger to simply rotate the model. For Procreate 3D painting, you actually don't have a physical canvas to work on, so the background, the 3D space, you cannot really paint on it. Your canvas is actually the 3D model itself. Let's take a look at the layers options. Hit the layer on the top right. Under layers, you should be able to find two texture sets. The first texture set is called Mug Handle and Inside. Second texture set is called Mug Outside. And under each texture set, you may have two meshes. For example, here I have Mug Inside mesh and Mug Handle. And you may have only one mesh. For example, here under the Mug Outside texture set, I only have Mug Outside one mesh. If you hit the little 3D icon under the layer, you should be able to see three channels: color channel, roughness, and metallic. Make sure if you want to work on the color channel, your color channel is activated. If you want to work on the roughness, your roughness channel is activated with a blue box around it. If you want to work on the metallic, your metallic channel is activated. Now let's take a look at our textures in 2D format. You can hit the little wrench on the top left. Actions, there is a 3D icon as well. Hit the 3D icon. And after that, swipe the Show 2D Texture. And now you should be able to see the 2D textures of this model. This is just like a regular 2D painting in Procreate. You can zoom in and out, rotate. You see that this texture is designed in a specific way. That's because of I created this texture in a specific way, which is easier for me if I want to do some design on the mug. I can not only paint on the 3D version, I can also work over here. If you want to see a reference of the 3D version while you're working on the 2D texture, you can actually go to Canvas and activate reference. I'm just gonna move it to the bottom left corner because I wanna leave the right side for my layers. In the reference little float window, you see 2D. 2D actually, it's just the 2D texture. You can also switch to 3D or image. Image is for you to, let's say, download an image, a mug image from internet, and you want to use it as a reference. While you're working on the 2D texture, you can actually set 3D as your reference. While you're working on a 3D model, 3D version, you can actually set it to 2D as your reference. Now let's switch back to my 3D model, and I'm gonna leave the reference in 2D version. Go back to the layers. Let's activate mug handle and inside. Just hit the mesh to activate it. You see that after you hit mesh within the texture set, the 2D texture changed as well. The inside of the mug, I actually left the color black. So you don't really see the texture right here because the background of the 2D texture is also black. So you can actually go to the mug, inside of the mug, use one finger to hit it once, and you should be able to see a blue flash. That means that mesh is activated. So I'm actually using white color. You can easily drag and drop the white color to the inside of the mug. Now under the 2D texture, you should be able to see the 2D texture. This area is inside of the mug. The circle here is actually the bottom of the inside of the mug. If you hit the layers, hit the material, you should be able to see color channel, roughness, and metallic. If you leave your activation under the whole base layer, you're actually working on the color channel, unless if you use any material brush. I'm actually want to reserve the base layer in case in the future, if I make any mistake, if I'm not really happy with my painting. So for that purpose, I'm just gonna duplicate the base layer and hide the base layer for right now. The first base layer for right now. I'm gonna actually also do that for my mug outside as well, because sometimes once I did a lot of painting on my 3D model, I realized, oops, I forgot to reserve the original base layer. So let's duplicate that as well and hide the base layer. Now let's rename the layer we just created. I'm just gonna name it 1. And also for the mug inside a mug handle, you see the texture appears the same. You have a duplicated version and the original version is hidden. That's because of these two meshes. They're actually using the same texture. So if you change name right here, under the mug inside, the name should be changed as well. It would be the same. So let's change name here as well. I'm going to change the name to 1 as well. I'm going to choose a light creamy color for the inside of my mug. I can just use one finger to activate the mesh, then drag and drop the color to the area I wanted to paint on. Because I separated the bottom of the inside of the mug and the sides of inside of the mug, so you have to drag and drop twice. I want to also activate the outside of the mug. I want to use a green color for my handle of the mug. And again, you're going to drag and drop the color to the handle of the mug. I want to also give the outside of my mug a little bit color. So I'm going to hit the outside of my mug once, so it flushed blue. And then go to the color I just used. This is the green I used for the handle of the mug. And drag and drop the color to the mug. Oh, it says the currently selected layer is hidden. Would you like to open layers? Let's take a look. Ooh, actually, I am in the metallic channel. So make sure your active layer is in the layer 1 and then not within any channel here. Just layer 1. Okay, now it should work. Drag and drop the green. Yes. Now you see here under the texture, 2D texture area, this little stripe is colored green. It actually refers this area of the mug. I also want a secondary color of the outside of the mug. Let's choose a cream color. Drag and drop the secondary color under the green color. And if you rotate a little bit, you see the top of the mug is left white. That's because of the texture of that area is actually this circle over here. So let's drag and drop the cream color to the top as well. And here, I want to choose a lighter cream as well. And then here, I'm gonna drag and drop the lighter cream to this area, which is under the darker cream color. And let's go back to green. I'm gonna drag and drop green to here and rotate to the bottom of the mug. Drag and drop the cream color again. And at the bottom, you see I actually put a little stamp under the bottom of the mug. And it is within a little circle area right here in the 2D texture. So go back to the lighter cream color, drag and drop it. There you go. Let's work on the 2D version of this model. Hit the little wrench icon, go to Actions, and select 3D icon and swipe it to Show 2D Texture. Instead of so now in the reference window, I'm going to switch it to 3D. Now I remember this green stripe was the stripe for the top of the mug. I want to actually rotate it to an angle that I'm very comfortable with. And I'm going to actually choose the cream color that I just used, light cream color. Now this step is very important. Make sure your texture and mesh is activated on the proper layer. Now my mesh mug outside is activated. That's why you see this texture here. And I want to work in a non-destructive way. So I want to add a new layer right now. I want to add some special design for this area, which refer to the green area of the top of the mug. So I'm going to choose a brush and draw something over here. So let's choose a brush under drawing. Let's choose Copperhead. Let's see how that goes. So I'm pretty happy with whatever I've just done. I'm just gonna merge it, merge down. Okay, now let's work on the roughness and metallic channel. Now I want my mug to be very shiny, but this is not a metal mug. The material of the mug is clay, so it's not metallic at all. So I'm gonna leave the metallic channel to be pure black, because pure black in the metallic channel means it's not metallic. And in the roughness area, I'm going to choose a darker gray color, and then I'm just gonna hit the roughness channel and then select fill layer. Now you should be able to see that my mug, outside of the mug, is very shiny. Actually not very shiny, because if you want it to be very shiny, we actually supposed to use black, but I don't want my mug to be over shiny, so little darker gray is good enough. Now I want the handle area and inside of the mug also shines the same as the outside of the mug. So I'm going to go to the mug handle or mug inside. Again, I'm going to go to roughness and then activate roughness, options, fill layer. All right, let's go to the mug, roughness as well, and fill layer. All right, now my mug is done. If you want, you can sign your name on your mug. Let's sign it over here. I'm going to sign my name right here. But here right now, I don't want to sign with the color. I want to actually work in the metallic channel. So I'm going to go to the metallic channel, select a pure white color. And then let me sign my name right here. Actually, you can sign your name, or you can just put some nice hand lettering right there. So I'm gonna just write here. That's it. Now, if you rotate around, the color of your mug actually did not change, but the metallic channel of this dark green area actually changed. If you go to the channel, you should be able to see the metallic area. There's a little handwriting area right here which shows white. That means it's full metallic. I'm pretty happy with this product. Right now, I actually want to share my mug. Let's say you want to post it on Instagram, you want to share it to your friends. So you can go here, hit the action again, share, and you can share as a PNG. I'm just gonna save my image on my iPad, or you can save it as a animated version. You have animated GIF, animated PNG, MP4, etc. So I'm just gonna choose animated MP4. Now your mug is rotating. Nice. It looks really quick. I'm gonna make it rotate a little slower. Zoom distance. I want to make the distance a little bit obvious. Or you can switch the zoom distance down a little bit so your mug is not going to zoom. I don't want to see the environment. And you can hit export. You can also view it in AR. You have to hold your iPad up, and now see my mug is placed in an awkward place on top of my iPencil. You can actually try to place your mug in your kitchen, on your desk, just to play around.